And hello and good evening, and welcome to OKC Comets Baseball. As OKC Comets on Baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeart Radio app. Dean DeVos here at Las Vegas Ballpark here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios is the YouTuber who is back from assignment. He missed the first couple of since he missed out on a few days because of all that yada. But anyway, Comets are taking on the Las Vegas Aviators, the AAA parent club of the Athletics. Comets come into this day at 33-21. They have now lost. I'm just going to go ahead and skip all that. Comets 33-21. Las Vegas 28-26. Vegas has now won 3 in a row and 6 of their last 9. Comets have lost their last 3.
The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Oklahoma City Comets and the Las Vegas Aviators.
Yep. Getting ready for Game 4 of the series. Comets trying to avoid a...
First pitch coming your way next.
Vegas Aviators.
Comets trying to avoid a 4th loss and lose the series for the first time since Sugarland.
About to get started here. And on the hill in this
Jacob
one,
Lopez.
Jacob Lopez. A bit unusual in the modern game. A pitch to contact arm on the hill today. For a successful outing,
Josue De Paula, 294 average, 9 homers, 21 RBIs, batting right.
Pop-ups, cans of corn, ground balls, whatever it takes to
Lopez's first pitch of the evening.
Pick up some easy outs.
And here's a line drive, deep right field, going back to the wall. It's going to bounce off the top of the wall. And it's going to be a double for Josue De Paula to start off tonight's game. And we're underway at 7:06, and that was a did not waste any time kind of pitch.
Pounced on it. That thing was smoked.
De Paula wasted no time to hit a fly ball to right field, and it bounced off the top of the wall, went into right field, and he went to second just like that. And it's a double to lead off tonight's game for the Comets.
Next up for the Comets, Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson, 310 average, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. He's batting right. It is 76 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing 1.7 miles an hour from left to right. Carl Dixon, the home plate umpire. Eric Summersgill at first. Freddie Ferguson at second. Joe McDonald at third.
Second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run.
And that is now fouled away. Pitch. There's a line drive. This is going to be trouble. And it is going to be trouble. That's a base hit. That's going to bounce all the way to the wall. It's another double for the Comets.
That's 2 straight extra base hits for these guys. That one might as well have been.
Thought that was going to get caught. He dived, which is Avens. Did not make the catch, and that bounced all the way to the wall. That almost scored a run just like that, and the Comets have already gotten 2 hits just like that. 268 average, 7 homers, 20 RBIs.
4 hits in that one.
Remember, we went to a ballpark where we needed home runs. We're getting a lot of hits already for the Comets. Next pitch.
And that one fouled off.
That's fouled away. Comets trying to avoid a 4th loss, and already out of the gate, they're already smacking the hell out of the Aviators.
Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. And again on 0-2. He hits a fly to center.
That's going to be a fly ball. This should be a sack.
Brings it in for the out.
That will score a run just like that. The Comets lead 1-0 on a sac RBI for David Bodie. So the Comets wasted no time. First time they've scored in the first inning all series. As that will bring up Ryan Ward. 221 average, 8 homers, 26 RBIs. Comets just like that, up 1-0 here in the first. And there's a rocket to deep center field. Avens going back, will make the catch. That will tag in a run to score. It's a sac RBI for Ryan Ward. Already 2-0 Comets here in the top of the first.
Coming up to the dish.
So that will be an RBI for Ryan Ward, his 27th. Bodie's 21st, by the way. And just like that, the Comets have a 2-0 lead, just like that. First pitch.
Now a chopper out in front of home.
Front of home, throw to first in time to end the inning, but the Comets get 2 runs on 2 hits and none left. Bottom of the first coming up. Comets now up 2-0. We'll talk about the jerseys in just a second.
Welcome back.
There's Gavin Stone.
Gavin Stone. Base runners tough to come by with this arm on the mound. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off.
Hero Hernandez is going to lead it off.
Execute like that in this one.
Haven't seen him much in this series. That's fouled away.
He was late.
Hernandez batting .278 average, 1 homer and 6 RBIs.
0-1 now.
0-1 for Stone. Here's the next pitch.
Right through there for a strike.
For a strike. 0-2 the count. Here's the next pitch. Inside ball 1. Comets in their Ciel Azul jerseys. It is Ciel Azul in white scripted letters. Oklahoma City inside the feathers. Orange numbers on the front left. Orange numbers on the back. As here's a ground ball. Broncho is under it. He'll take it himself. Throw to first for the first out. Orange numbers on the back. Gray pants. Ciel Azul hats, which is blue, white, and orange hats with a blue brim and the CA on the front. Shane McGuire, 200 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs.
Striking out nearly twice in each of the last
Both teams are wearing their Copa jerseys. That's called for a strike. 0 for 4 last night for McGuire. Batting 200 average, as here's a line drive to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. As I didn't even get to go over his stats when that happened. McGuire 200 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, batting right, as that's a base hit.
He was all over that right field. Pure hitting right there. He got the front foot down right.
Carlos Cortez is up. That's a line drive, deep left field. Aline going back, and this ball is gone. And just like the Comets, who scored 2 runs in the top of the first, the Aviators respond with 2 of their own, and we're back to 0 at 2-2.
That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing.
First home run at this ballpark.
And now, Luis Urias.
First pitch for Stone.
Pitch misses there.
Inside ball 1. 250 average, 1 homers, 5 RBIs. Aviators wearing their Copa jerseys. It is a light blue jersey with a skeleton on the front left side.
Tied up here early in the ball game.
2 for 4 with 2 singles last night.
Next one's foul.
White numbers and letters are on the back. White pants. Navy hats.
And now the 1-2. He lets the broken bat pop up to second. And 2 away now.
2 away, Gavin Stone made the catch.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Drew Avens.
That was a weak pop-up, but Stone was there to make the catch for the second out.
Aviators, Drew Avens.
Former Dodger Drew Avens in real life got called up. Here's a ground ball to center field. That's going to be a base hit, and that's the third hit for the Aviators in this inning.
It's been a tough one to play for him lately. He needed that base hit. That's a nice, simple approach there.
Now bring up the catcher, Daniel Susak. Stone's first pitch, fouled away.
Stepping in, Daniel Susak.
265 average, 3 homers, 17 RBIs, batting left. Or right, excuse me.
Here comes the 0-1.
Stone's next pitch. Swing and a miss on the 2-seam fastball for strike 2. I went to bed very early last night before we had to be in our rooms at 10. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, and a runner left for the Aviators. We go to the second. We're knotted up at 2. And that 2-run shot was courtesy of Carlos Cortez.
Got unique needs in redoing your basement? Call
Armando Alvarez.
Design and ask for Fortunato. Top half of the second from Las Vegas.
Yep.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Yeah, almost hit the skipper. 2 homers, 5 RBIs in his last 9 games for Alvarez. Batting 171, 5 homers, 16 RBIs between Oklahoma City and St. Paul.
Down 0-2.
Don't know why he swung at that for strike 2.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Strike 3 over the first for the first out of the second.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 6.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Biddison.
Biddison, 308 average, 1 homers and 2 RBI.
Fly ball, right field. Avens.
That's not going to be gone, and there's the second out. Comets trying to avoid a 4th loss.
Homered last night. Added another hit as well.
Aaron Bruncha, 253 average, 9 homers, 24 RBIs, batting left. Or switch hitter, batting right, excuse me. First pitch.
Not close with that one, but still chase. That's a strike. Recovering well after he had a rough first inning. And the manager can keep the bullpen idle a while longer.
Out of the way. 2-2 tie here in the second inning. Hope everybody's having a good start to your morning.
Southpaw into the windup. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball, so he stays
Friday Night SmackDown will be later tonight.
On the fastball there. Good job to
or later today, because I'll be at work during that time. That's why this game's being done now, and rather than me waiting until like 4:30, we'll have a 5 o'clock start for SmackDown, so we are probably going to be limited on when we're going to get score checks. That's outside ball 2. 2-2 tie here in the second with 2 away in the second.
Got it. Nice
Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. Comets down in order. Bottom of the second coming up, no 2-2 tie.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now coming up to the dish for Las Vegas, Johnny Pareda.
Johnny Pareda.
Yep, Johnny Pareda.
Swings and fouls one off.
1 for 3 last night. Batting .375, no homers, no RBIs. Batting right, the next pitch for Stone.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Fouled away.
Foul ball left
Out
side,
of the way.
at least one more pitch.
So SmackDown will be live at like 4:45 or 5 p.m. depending on the weather. That's a line drive, deep left field. DePaula going back, and it's going to bounce off the top of the wall. And the throw to second will not be in time. It's a double.
In the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. Smoked it into the gap, just not quite the right swing to put it over the wall. Good result anyway.
It'll be Colby Thomas. Aviators have been giving the Comets a lot of problems. 203 average, 1 homer, 20 RBIs for Colby Thomas.
That one in there.
Called for a strike. Comets have been having troubles trying to put up zeros against the Aviators.
And misses inside.
That's inside.
The 2-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate.
Next pitch is fouled away.
Runner at second with nobody out.
Comets have got to get at least a win, or they're in danger of being swept for all the wrong reasons. That's a ground ball. Nice catch by Bodie over the second, not in time. That was a key out.
All you get for it is a walk back to the dugout.
Nice catch by Bodie.
So up next, Max Muncy. 2 hits in last night's game.
Muncy. Stone's first pitch, called for a strike. Or no, it's ball 1. 183 average, 1 homer, 12 RBIs, batting right. Next pitch.
And that's off
inside.
And there's a strike.
There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike. Stone's next pitch. That's a pop up to right field. That's going to be foul and go over into the bullpen.
Here's the 2-2.
2-2. That's a ground ball to right field for a base hit. That will score a run. It's an RBI single, and the Aviators take a 3-2 lead. It's just been like this all series with the Comets. Cannot get out at the worst time.
That's the kind of thing hitters work on.
That's been the problem for them in this series for me.
Back to the top of the order here. Next up for the Aviators, Darryl Hernandez.
Darryl Hernandez is up. Ball 1. That's been a problem for the Comets. They just can't get out. They just can't get... That's been an issue, so... Fired from Baltimore in 2023. So he spent all of last year in the A's organization.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Double play ball to second.
And he overthrew the ball, and it goes into left field. It was going to be a double play. It's going to be a throwing error on Broncho.
Absolute gift to the offense on what should have been a fairly routine double play.
And it just gets worse for the Comets. It was going to be an out. Broncho threw the second. It goes wide into left field, and that's a throwing error, and that may cost the Comets if they don't get this out. If it just couldn't get any worse for the Comets, it just did. But Ward will get the second out. Oh boy, this series has been a nightmare for me to commentate as Carlos Cortez is up, homered his first time up, batting left. If they can get this out, that would be a miracle, as that's first pitch outside for ball 1.
Attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded.
Next pitch.
That one finds
it's called for a strike. They've just been having problems just trying to get out. It's been like that all series. Fouled away. 24 pitches that Stone really didn't need. As here's the next pitch, fouled away.
The bat keeps going. 1-2
The next pitch.
in there.
Check swing for strike 3, so the error does not come back to haunt him, which will end the inning, but not before the Aviators get a run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. We go to the third. The Comets are down 3-2. Could have been so much worse.
We move on to the third inning. Now it's the switch hitting out.
175 average for Bubba Aline, 4 homers, 9 RBIs. That was a messy bottom of the second.
Chases the changeup in the
Hard
dirt.
to destroy. And just swing and a miss. Comets have got to get at least something going here.
From the lefty.
Ball 1.
That's ball 1.
Here comes
This is the only stream I will be commentating and won't be commentating on SmackDown.
Swings through.
That's swinging and a miss, strike 3, 1 away in the third.
Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync right now.
Josue De Paula singled his first time up, batting left.
Led off the game with a double and later scored. That's 7 straight he's set down, and he's clearly in a good rhythm. I'm sure he wants to keep this momentum going. Strike 2. Got to 0-2 on 2 consecutive sliders, and now he can go a number of ways to finish this hitter off. Swings and misses. First 2 batters gone in the top of the third. And now
Jordan Thomas doubled his first time up.
Shortstop Jordan Thompson cracked a double the first time at bat. Chance to refocus now as he asks for time.
Thomas have got to get something going here.
And that one fouled off.
Out of the way.
2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup.
Next pitch.
Dances away from that
Ball
one.
1. Almost hit him there.
Ball, that's out.
Side ball
We're in the
2.
top half of the third. 2 down and nobody aboard. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Next pitch.
Out to center.
Out to center field.
It's pretty deep.
And that is going to be a base hit.
And that one hops the wall. In with a double makes it 2 on the night. And he's notched 2 hits now, both for extra bases. Good solid contact on that hit, and even better placement. These days when the ball gets hit to center, you almost expect that center fielder to run it down and make the catch. Digging in, David Bodie. That one way outside. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike.
2 strikes.
And it's straight to the backstop. So on the wild pitch, the tying run goes down to third. Thompson standing on third with 2 out.
3-2.
This one in the dirt. Well done by the catcher to keep it close.
Ryan Ward on deck.
He's fighting to keep this AB alive. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at third. 2 away. And ball 4. 2 aboard. It definitely wasn't easy, but earned the walk after a long at bat. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Ward. Drove in a run with a sac fly the first time up. Gives up the walk, and now the first pitch to this hitter way off the mark. This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And now a
That's
single
ball
could score
3.
two. Second and third, 2 out. And that'll load the bases.
Ball 4.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. So up next,
I'll bring up Ryan Ward.
Austin Barnes.
Or Austin Barnes, rather.
The 0-1 offering. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play.
Bases loaded here in the third.
Here's
For
the 0-2
Barnes,
pitch.
the next pitch.
Popped up.
Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, and 3 left.
As they escape the bases-loaded jam. Feels like they missed a huge opportunity there. Moving on now to the home half of the third inning. Las Vegas with the lead, 3-2. Bottom of the inning. Stepping to the plate for Las Vegas, Luis Urias. Urias hitting cleanup, and he was born in Mexico. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1 now.
Switch.
Swing, ground ball out to short. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 35, Drew.
And now the center fielder, Drew Avens. 1-for-1 with a single so far. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And the count 1-2.
One, two, next pitch.
Popped
up.
Foul on the right side. Barnes under it. And there are 2 down.
Makes the catch for the second out.
Breaking ball, but he couldn't quite get the swing just right. That's what caused the pop-up. Here's the catcher, Daniel Susak. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. Into center field. That'll fall
That's
for
the base hit.
That keeps the inning going.
Now back.
And now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Johnny Pareda.
Johnny
1-for-1 with a double and a run
Pareda.
scored. A little up front there, swings through.
Swinging a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Throw over to the bag. Susak back in on a dive. The 0-1. Foul
Out of the
back
way.
away, and that's out of play. Susak leading off first with 2 away. Checks on the runner, back in easily. That's a strikeout.
Called for strike 3 to end the third.
Fastball at the knees.
No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the fourth. Comets still down 3-0. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Aviators. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Comets.
Comets at
For
the dish.
Oklahoma City, the designated hitter, Armando Alvarez.
Armando Alvarez will lead off the
Pop fell
fourth.
out of play off to the right. Oh-2, rocks and fires.
0-2, the next pitch.
Battling here,
Out of the
fouls
way.
it away.
Thomas trying to avoid a 4th loss. They need a win to get themselves into contention because don't look now, here comes
1-2, here's the
Albuquerque.
pitch. Lifted in the air to right center. Cortez settles under it.
That's not going to help.
There's one down. Digging in for the Comets, Nick Biddison. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
So he steps out on the timeout. Swing and a miss at a changeup in the dirt.
Really should have not swung at that.
To start this AB, and he'll need to show more discipline if he doesn't want to whiff. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting,
Here's the second baseman, Aaron Bracho. Struck out swinging the first time.
Yep, batting left or right. Switch hitter batting right.
He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Chases a high fastball there. Obvious that he was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Now here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this. Welcome back. The Aviators at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
No, that's low.
Las Vegas really is the bright light city of song. It's reportedly the brightest spot on the planet when viewed from space. That's amazing. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back.
Ball, that's low.
Low.
Swing and a miss.
And a strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's the Comets have got to get something going.
Here's a fly to center.
If Paula's under it, will make the catch for the first out of the 4th.
Now coming up to the dish for Las Vegas, Max Muncy. Singled and drove in a run the first time through. Strike 1.
And a miss on a cutter for strike 1. 2 for 3 with a grand slam last night.
0-2.
Swing and miss, strike 2 on a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away in the 4th.
We head back to the top
The
of the
batter,
order.
number 2.
And now, Daryl
Shortstop,
Hernandez.
Euro Hernandez.
In there, and it's
Over
over.
a strike. Grounded out his first time up in the first. Fielder's choice in the second.
And that's just
That's fouled away.
Fly ball.
That's a
out to
fly
left
ball,
field.
and finally the Comets retire the
And that's
Aviators in order.
On to the top of the 5th. The Aviators lead it 3-2.
Go to the 5th.
We're ready for the 5th inning. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Bubba Aline.
I'm out.
And he asks for time and steps out of the box.
Ball 1, no strikes.
High ball 1.
Grounder, it's off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time, so they get the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Yep, one away in the
So
5th.
digging in,
De
Josue De
Paula.
Paula. 1 for 2.
Josue De Paula, 1 for 2 tonight. That's a fly ball to center
Off the back part
field.
of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Here comes the throw, and the tying runs at second base with a double. That's a play where we see how good his speed is. He puts so much pressure on outfielders to make a play quickly and clean. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. It's a wild pitch, and the tying run now just 90 feet away. Way inside, and that hits the batter. And his teammates are pretty upset in that third base dugout after that pitch, and both teams now being warned by the umpire. Pitchers are... Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. He's into second easily on a wild pitch, and so much for the chance at a double play. Big opportunity now for the offense after the pitcher bounced that one in the dirt. The wild pitch gives you runners at second and third, so you have to make the most of this chance. Calling for the...
Not sure why you're going to intentionally walk, but...
Force play is now in order. So with one away...
I'll bring up Ryan Ward, so another hit batter, and we're going to have an ejection.
We'll hit next. Misses again. 5 in a row. Activity in the bullpen. Hogan Harris up and throwing. Bowden also throwing. Left-hander, the 1-0. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. On the ground to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Next offering is outside. Got the batter swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge K there. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jacob Lopez won't go any further. Gave them a good effort and exits with the lead.
Pitching for the
left-hander out of the bullpen, Hogan Harris. On to deal with the bases loaded. And here's the catcher, Austin Barnes. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch.
Foul ball there. Missed inside. Curveball. Now no pitch is signaled, and oh my, it's a balk. And with a runner on third, it brings home a run. 1-2 offering. Now time called here, and they're calling a balk. That's going to bring in the runner from third and break this tie as well. Wow. Uh-oh, looks like a balk, and it is.
And it's now 5-4 Comets.
Terrible timing for a mistake like that. It brings across a run. Here's the 1-2 offering. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. Oklahoma City with the lead, 5-3. We're back here at the ballpark. I'm Ben Gelman, glad to have you with me. And set to get us started in the bottom of the 5th, Shane McGuire.
Shane McGuire is now up.
Ball, that pitch is
Ball
out.
1. Ball for strike.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball towards left center. De Paula on the move to the gap.
Will make the catch.
Now it's the right fielder, Carlos Cortez. Already a homer for him in this one. That one's in there. That's
strike.
Oklahoma City up by 2. Bottom half of the fifth.
Comets need to get a win to get their confidence back going. That's ball 1. We continue our series with the Aviators tomorrow night. Another 9:05 Central Time start.
Back, that's out of play. Got the batter swinging.
Strike 3.
The express right
2 away in the 5th.
Strike 3. Digging in for the Aviators, Luis Urias. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
0-1.
Comets will head home to host the Reno Aces, the AAA parent club of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
2 outs and nobody aboard. Now a flare off the bat. That one down for a hit.
Yep, won't get there. That'll be a base hit. I thought it was going to be caught.
Drew Avens getting ready to hit.
First pitch. It's called for a strike.
Counts 1-0.
Urias leads off of first with 2 out. High fly ball.
That's a fly ball to right field. DePaula is going to be under it. Will make the catch. Now in the inning, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the 6th. The Comets now up 5-3.
On to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Armando Alvarez.
0 for 15 in the series.
11, 30 years old now. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Yep.
Swing, soft.
That's going to be caught.
The grab, 1 away.
The right fielder,
Early in the 5th, or 6th, excuse me.
At the plate, Nick Biddison. Swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ben Bowden getting ready to go. Maldonado getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's a pitch he's got a lot of confidence in. So much so that he'll throw it 3, maybe 4 straight times if hitters aren't laying off it. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning.
That'll be it for Gavin Stone. He goes 5 innings.
Now, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
First pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Comes up empty. Strike 2. He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that...
Oh, look out.
Well, it was a 2-strike count, but a hit by pitch puts the runner aboard.
Rancha doesn't look too happy after getting hit.
For Oklahoma City, Bubba Aline.
Really been testy here for the Aviators and the Comets. 2 for 4 with a home run last night for Bubba Aline.
Down 0-2, swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. On the ground to the left. Hernandez. Oh no, he threw it to home. And of course, everybody's gonna be safe. Yikes. Here's the center fielder, Josue De Paula. Not even close there. Ball 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking good there. He may need to choke up or start that front foot sooner to catch up to this stuff. Swing and a miss. Two outs,
One ball,
runners at
two
first and
strikes.
second. Pops this one up, foul on the left side. Rios drifts towards it, and that's a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they strand a pair. 6, 7, and 8
runs a
hitters
hit.
due in the bottom
Or
of the
runs,
sixth. Comets
one
out in
hit, two
front, 5
left.
to 3.
Or no runs, no hits, and 2 left, rather.
We're in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the catcher, Daniel Susak.
Nope. That's
Action
inside.
in the pen down there. Zach Jackson, the right-hander with big strikeout stuff, getting fired up. Garcia also getting ready. That one missed. You can tell how much confidence he
I thought we were going to have a pitching change, but apparently we didn't.
has in that slider, throwing it for a strike on 2-0. There's a strike.
Guess the computer doesn't understand the difference between I want a pitching change and I don't. It's like I had a pitcher ready to go until you're like, no, I don't want you to. Yeah, whatever.
Down the line, Biddison.
Computer, you just made the list.
Johnny Pareda now at the plate.
Yeah, I was going to say that'll be it for Stone, but Stone's back on the mound for some reason. Pareda was acquired in a trade from the Marlins. That should be it for the comp.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting.
That should be it.
Comes the skipper out
Yep,
of the
that
dugout,
should be
looks ready
it.
to
That's
make
what
the
we
move.
should have had
Justin Stone
happen the
won't go any
first
further
time.
tonight. 2-run ball game as the starter heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So out of the
Oklahoma
pen
City.
comes the right-hander, Michael
Number
Grove.
29.
The numbers overall
Michael
not great so far
Grove.
this year. One gone and a runner on at first. Next up for the Aviators, Colby Thomas.
1-0.
In the dirt but blocked. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish.
Aye.
The Aviators with the tying run at the dish. Now 2 balls and a
that's
strike.
down.
Good job to let the low one go there. Two 1 pitch coming.
That's a ball.
Even though he's not the fastest runner, I think he needs to be going here to try and avoid the double play. Max Muncy to bat next. The Aviators trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah.
Ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Yeah, and they're really having troubles trying to get strikeouts, and every time I wanted a pitching change, the computer's like, no, I want Las Vegas to win. When we don't want this to happen.
Inside.
I know he's trying.
Don't you like when the computer
get
likes to
double
fuck
play,
you
but
over?
Now that he's down 2-0, he may need to come up to get back into this at bat. This one in the air to right. 2 down.
Limit the damage, just hold him
Came away
off.
empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Daryl Hernandez. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that, in this biggest spot, gotta unload. The Aviators with the go-ahead run in the batter's box. Right back to him on the mound. And that ends
Got
the
out of the jam.
2 left on. We're through 6
No
full
runs, a
innings.
hit, 2
The Comets
left.
lead it 5-3.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back.
Aviators.
We're in the 7th inning, and we
Number
have a new
51.
pitcher on the mound, Ben Bowden.
Red.
This game is still pretty tight, so he
Bowden.
has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches.
Hold on, let me fix the logo before we start. All right. So we're at the 7th. 5-4-1 for the Comets, 3-8-0 for the Aviators.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jordan
Zach
Thompson.
Jackson will be the pitcher for the Comets when we get to the bottom of the 7th.
And pops it up. Racing.
And Cortez will make the catch. I was trying to get a base hit, but tough break.
Now, David Bodie. Swing and a
That's foul.
off to the right. Foul ball there. 1 out and the base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Here comes the 0-2
Next pitch.
Fly
Fly ball to left
ball,
field.
And that falls for a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Not stopping, he's headed to third.
That's going to be a triple throw, not in time.
Down in the count, didn't matter. Put a great swing on it. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. Now
It's the 5th hit for the Comets here tonight.
The count.
They're out hit 8-5, but they have a 5-3 lead.
Swing and a miss. Gotta stay back and track that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it. He steps out for time behind 0-2. 1 away with a runner at third.
Ball.
Rolls away a little bit. And the runner stays put. Off the
That's a
mark
ball.
there. Ball 2.
Two, the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And a fine job keeping it close right there. And here's the catcher, Austin Barnes. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Up the middle.
That's a ground ball.
Safe at first. And an
Not in
infield
time. It's an RBI single for
single. He had to beat
Barnes.
the throw for them to get
It's
the run,
6-3
and he was
Comets on an infield single.
Great job to make it aboard and score 1 for your team. 2 outs and a runner at first. Runner on the move. Grounder to the left side. And foul ball. Runner goes again. And that one fouled off. Runner on the move again. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Keep stake pitch more likely. And the runner goes again.
3.
Gets him swinging. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base.
Yep.
Midway through inning
Time to
number
stretch.
7, and it's time to stretch. Oklahoma City ahead in this game, 6-3.
Now pitching for
We're back,
Oklahoma
and a new
City.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
61.
Zach Jackson, charged with
Zach
hanging on to this lead.
Jackson.
So digging in, Shane McGuire, 1 for 3.
Nope.
Low ball 1 as we start the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, way outside for strike 1. Pitch out of the way. Forgot to go over the line score. Jacob Lopez, 4 2/3, 5 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. He will figure I don't know if he will figure a decision. Hogan Harris, an inning and a third with 3 strikeouts, retired all 4 of his batters he faced. Ben Bowden, a run on 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Stone, 5 1/3, 3 runs, 8 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Michael Grove, 2/3 of an innings with a walk. And now Zach Jackson here in the 7th.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it
Out
again.
of the way.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is foul.
Out of the
We'll see
way.
another.
Thanks for joining us here today. We'll be back tomorrow. As I said, another 9:05 start.
Right side,
Broncho's under it over
And
the
there's
first
one away.
for this first out.
Carlos Cortez will hit next. He's already homered in this ballgame.
Out for a strike. Friday Night SmackDown will be tonight at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 Eastern, as that's fouled away.
Next one's fouled back. In the air to left.
Fly ball to left field. Aline is under it. He'll make the catch for the second out. The problem for the Comets is they've been struggling trying to get outs. Or down to so trying to get this third out.
Ball 1.
A 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
This one to right. No trouble here.
Henderson's got it. Aviators down in order. We go to the 8th. Comets are up 6-3.
Looking ahead to inning number 8. Oklahoma City with the lead, 6-3.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Aviators.
back, and a new
Grant
arm
Holman
on
is
the
up.
8th. Grant Holman has some nasty breaking stuff.
Right fielder.
Digging in for the Comets, Nick Biddison.
Number
2
3.
The average, no homers, 7 RBIs for Eli White, as he'll be the pinch hitter.
And this one right back to the mound.
Had a hit, and that's one away. That's frustrating.
And now at the plate, Aaron Bracho. Pinch hitter coming on. Austin Gauthier looking to start
253 average, 7 homers, 14 RBIs for Gauthier. So Broncho done for the night.
Not close with that one. And it's 1-0.
I'll be right back. 1 second, I need to misbreathe me. Just wanted to say hi to Brittany before she takes my 2 roommates to work. Austin Gauthier's been arrested, so
Pop foul out of
that's
play
fouled
off to the
away.
right.
Haven't seen Gauthier play in a while, so I guess had enough rest.
And a ground ball to first.
That's going to be the second out.
Steps on the bag. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Next up for the Comets, Bubba Aline. 0 for
Bubba Aline. Justin Dean will come and pinch hit.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Justin Dean looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
306 average, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. He will be in the game. That's a line drive to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And that extends the inning.
Well, there's a hit that we haven't had in a while, and I'll bring up Josue De Paula. Dean did not play in the series, and that's another base hit. That's going to head for the wall.
It's a double, 3-hit ball game.
That's big for the Comets.
A really excellent game with the bat. Great approach on that swing, stepping
Jordan
through it.
Thompson, 2 for 3 tonight. Double on the 3rd, hit by a pitch in the 5th, popped out in the 7th. Comets are up 6-3 here in the 8th.
Jordan Thompson,
Counts
way
1-0.
outside, 1-0.
What position is he? He is shortstop, and I don't have a shortstop. The only one I have are... Oh, we only have the 2 catchers. May put Hunter Fiducia as a pinch hitter.
High in the air.
High in the air to right
To
field.
right, Cortez.
Under it, I don't think he'll make the catch. That will be a base hit. Goes all the way to the wall. That is already 2 runs scored.
It's a 2-run
And Jordan
triple.
Thompson has his
Nicely done, brings
RBI.
home 2. That one was right down the middle, and he.
Now pitching for the
So they turn things
Aviators.
over to the righty.
We have David Bodie.
We'll have to deal with the runner on
Anthony
3rd.
Maldonado.
And now, David Bodie.
Ball in.
Comets snapped their 2-game homer streak last home run list streak.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
They have an 8-3 lead here in the 8th.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Play at the plate. Out.
Got him.
And that ends the inning.
But
They pick up a pair here, both coming in on this 2-run triple. It's now 8-3. All set for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping to the plate for Las Vegas, Drew Avins.
Ball 1.
it's ball 1. 6,158. Brewster Grotto all warming up in the Comets bullpen.
1-0 pitch. That one pulled foul. One ball, 1 strike.
Ball 2.
It's outside.
That's ball 3.
Wise to take
Ball
that
3.
slider down and in. Very difficult to square that up. 3-1 is in for a strike. Full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Lands
Out of the
foul.
way.
He'll reset and do it again.
Comets lead
Fastball was
8-3 here in the
very hittable,
8th.
But the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher
Swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 away in the 8th.
Out here in the 8th. Here's the catcher, Daniel Susak.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
They try to get a chase
It's
on a
outside.
slider down and away. Oklahoma City.
Zach Jackson really just tearing it up. Strike 2. Jackson has retired all of his batters he's faced tonight.
And the 1-2.
That's fouled away.
And it goes just foul.
You can go an inning and 2/3 without giving up a hit. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jackson has retired all 5 batters he's faced tonight. 2 away in the 8th. Called for a strike to Johnny Peralta. Breda. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Called for strike 3 to end the 8th. Jackson has retired all 6 batters he faced. We head to the 9th. It is now 8-3 Comets.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Barnett. Very hard to hit this year.
Brewstar Grotterell will pitch in the top of the 9th, or bottom of the 9th, rather.
Bash down the right side, but foul.
Wonder if we're going to have to make some pitching changes.
For time before the 0-1.
I was going to see if we can do some substitutions. But apparently we can't. They have Hunter Fiducia come in and pinch hit or 2. Substitutions. Okay, so on deck will be Barnes, but it'll be Hunter Fiducia that will be pinch hitting in the 9th. So he'll get his first at bat.
Swings and chases a low one there. Throw to first.
Over the first, and there's 1 away in the 9th. Now here comes Hunter Fiducia.
And here's
for Oklahoma City.
234 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs for Fiducia. His first plate appearance.
Barnett, a 6-foot righty. He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't mind Joe Hudson being the catcher.
0-2 now. It's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Going to struggle with the lineup until tonight. Glad to get this game done now, and then we can worry about SmackDown later tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away in the 9th. And now we're going to go ahead and bring up a designated hitter. That will be Joe Hudson.
For Oklahoma City, number
243 average, 2 homers, 9 RBIs for Joe Hudson. So Alvarez done for the night.
2 outs, bases empty.
Brewstar Grotterell knows there is no save opportunity, so he's just going to go ahead and get the final 3 outs to finish up a game that's been perfect for the Comets.
And goes down on strikes.
Out in the inning, nothing for the Comets there, but we'll see if they can hold on to this 5-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 9th.
No one left. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Comets lead at 8-3.
Now pitching for
We're back,
Oklahoma
and
City.
on the mound is the closer,
Number
Brewstar
48.
Grotterell. And he's a strike thrower out there on the mound. Not often we see him giving up many
But
runs.
not going for a save, but he would like to to finish this game up.
Ground ball to
Ground ball, Gauthier is going to get it over the first
That's the
for
first
the
out.
first out.
Now it's the second baseman, Max
And
Muncy.
that means we'll get a couple of players that will get to play off the bench. Here's another pop-up.
On the right side. 2
2 pitches, 2 quick outs here in the 9th. After this game is over, we'll have your Comets post-game
Now
report.
batting, the shortstop.
Recap the scoring. One last look around the Dodgers organization as well as the International and the PCL and get you ready for tomorrow.
We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. There's a strike.
That's called for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Diaz has got to get something going. They're down their
That's off the plate.
final out here in the 9th. Roll next pitch.
Swing and
Fouled away. Now the Aviators down to their final strike. Comets trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball to Gauthier. This should do it. Over the first to end the game. Welcome back to the win column Comets as they win 8-3 and finally get back into the win column after a rough first 3 games of the series. They don't let Las Vegas get a 4th win in a row, and the Comets win it 8-3. 8-9-1 for the Comets, 3-8-0 for the Aviators. And welcome back to the win column, Gavin Stone. He improves to 5-1. Jacob Lopez will take the loss. There was no save. And the Comets, who really just struggled to get anything going in this series, finally get a critical win, especially when Albuquerque's trying to catch them in the standings. That is a much-needed victory for the Comets. Hopefully it'll be a sign of things to come. So the Aviators still lead the series. The Comets are going to hope to get 2 more wins to earn a series split between the 2 teams. So Gavin Stone pitched 5 1/3 innings as he's the winning pitcher. No home runs for the Comets, so not surprised. 3 of the last 4 they don't homer. So Gavin Stone, 5 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 8 hits, no walks, 5 strikeout. He improves to 5-1. Jacob Lopez will take the loss, 4-2. 5 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, falls to 4-2. As I said, there was no save. And the Comets get a critical win when they desperately need it the most. So a good win for the Comets, who snap their losing streak. They improved to 34-21. The Aviators fall to 28-27. And should be an interesting game here tomorrow. It'll be River Ryan will start for the Comets, coming off a good outing with AA Tulsa. JT Ginn will start for the Aviators tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in the games as we get ready to take you through the rest of the International and the PCL. Buffalo beat Charlotte 3-2 today. Hi, everybody in the chat if you just joined us for the post-game report. Amar Garrett got the win, improves to 3-0. The loss to Yaro Arturati, he's 1-1, his first loss. Former Dodger Miguel Vargas homered for the Knights along with Tristan Gray. Ori Vilas Martinez and Domino Pomagani had the RBIs for the Bisons in the win in the 10th inning. Memphis beat Durham 8-5. Winning pitcher for the Redbirds was Drew Rome. He's 4-3. Zach Thompson, his 18th save. He lost at Mason Montgomery. He's 3-5. Or correction, it's a 16th save for Zach Thompson. I thought it was an 8 for a second, but it's a 6. Anyway, Luke Baker hit a 3-run homer for the Redbirds. Zach Levinson, Chase Davis, Uriel Ponzo, and Mike Anatinko had RBIs as well for Memphis. Aiden Smith homered for the Bulls. Willie Vasquez, Matt Horvat, and Tristan Peters had RBIs as well for Durham in the loss. Lehigh Valley beat Norfolk 4-3. Winning pitcher for the Iron Pigs was Tajon Walker. He's 2-3. Joe Kuhnell's 15th save. The loss went to Colby Martin Corbin Martin, excuse me, he's 0-7 in that. Wow, he's 0-7 already. He's having a tough season. Buddy Kennedy, Ethan Wilson had RBIs on the day for the Iron Pigs. Roman Urias had a 2-run homer for the Tide, and former Cardinal Dylan Carlson had an RBI for the Tide. I just had some pops, so please forgive me if I'm burping a lot. So, Wilkes-Barre Scranton or Scranton Wilkes-Barre, either or. The Rail Riders beat the Red Sox of Worcester 6-4. Winning pitcher for the Rail Riders, Michael Herrera, he's 2-5. Jake Cousins, his 16th save. The loss went to Connelly Earl. He's 0-1, his first loss. Marcelo Mayer had a solo shot for the Red Sox. Carson Seamus, Christian Campbell, and Yaxton Garcia had an RBI for the Red Sox. Dominic Smith hit a 3-run homer for the Rail Riders. Brendan Davis, Elijah Dunham, and Pablo Reyes had RBIs for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Columbus beat Rochester 8-3. PCL scoreboard always comes last to me. Colby Allard had got the win, improves to 2-3. The loss went to Mason Thompson. He's 2-5. Kyle Mazzaro had a 2-run homer for the Clippers. Alex Mooney, Will Wilson, George Valera had RBIs as well for the Clippers. Valera had 4 on the day. Jack Dunham, Dante Williams had RBIs, and Caden Wallace had the only home run for the Red Wings in the contest. Jacksonville beat Gwinnett 4-3. Winning pitcher for the Jumbo Shrimp was Patrick Monteverde. He's 2-1. Xavion Curry, his 16 saves. So by the way, my wallet had to come out of my pocket. Dylan Dodd took the loss. He falls to 2-3. Dylan Head, Starlin Caba, and Matt Mervis had RBIs for the Jumbo Shrimp. David Fletcher, Nacho Alvarez Jr., Garrett Cooper had RBIs as well for the Stripes in the contest. Wasn't enough for Gwinnett, however. Louisville beat Toledo 6-4. TJ Samaki gets his first win. He's 1-0. Josh Starmont, his 13th save. Sawyer Gibson Long took the loss. He falls to 3-5. Former Dodger Kevin Lux homered for the Bats. Also former Dodgers Edwin Rios had an RBI. Austin Hendricks, Cam Kohler, Blake Dunn, Austin Wines, also RBIs for Louisville. Akil Badul, Justin Henry Malloy homered for the Mud Hens, and Corey Joyce also had an RBI for Toledo in the loss. Indianapolis beat Syracuse 4-3. Winning pitcher for the Indians was Yohan Ramirez. He's 2-0. Ryan Barucki got his 10th save. The loss went to Kevin Hergert, his first loss. He's 3-1. Omar De Los Santos homered for the Mets. Luis De Los Santos, Rowdy Jordan had RBIs for the Mets. And Manuel Valdez had a home run for the Indians, along with Henry Davis's 2-run blast. And Derek Hall also had an RBI for Indianapolis in the contest. St. Paul beat Omaha 6-1. Winning pitcher was Marco Rea. He's 6-5. The loss went to Brent Corona. He's 0-1, his first loss of the year. Austin Martin, Mike Ford, Brooks Lee, Kalari Rosario, and Yasser Mercedes had RBIs for the Saints. MJ Melendez had the only RBI in the contest for the Storm Chasers of Omaha. Nashville beat Iowa 2-1. Winning pitcher was Tyler J. He's 5-0. Nick Mears' his second blown save of the year. The loss went to Phil Bickford, his first loss. He's 0-1. This went to extra innings. Caleb Durbin and Brock Wilkins had the RBIs for the Sounds. Moses Ballesteros had the only RBI for the iCubs in the contest. And now our PCL friends. Round Rock beat Reno 3-1, so good win for the Express. Josh Stephens, his first win. He's 1-0. Cole Wynn, his second save of the year. The loss to Tommy Henry, he's 4-2. Ivan Melendez had the only home run for the Aces. Alan Trejo, Trevor Halver, and Brandon Martirano had the RBIs for the E-Train of the Express. Sugarland beat Albuquerque 7-3, so that's good news for the Comets. Rafael Montero got the winning percentage at 1-3. His first win. The loss to Angel Shavili. He falls at 4-2. Ben Gamble, Cooper, Homo, Walker, Yannick, and Sean McLean had the home runs in the contest for the Space Cowboys. Adil Amador had a 2-run homer for the Isotopes, and Julio Carreras had an RBI as well for the Isotopes in the contest. El Paso beat Sacramento 6-5. Had to think who I was going to say. By the way, that's the next opponent for the Comets is the Aces. Luis Patino got the win and proves to 2-1. Wandy Peralta, his third save of the year. The loss to Ethan Small, he's 2-5, so not a good season for the Reaver Cats, who beat the Comets in real-life series. Joshua Mears hit a 3-run homer for the Chihuahuas. Nico Goodrum and Clay Dunyan also added some RBIs as well for the Chihuahuas. Matt Higgins, Yara Pomares had home runs for the Reaver Cats, and Brett Ackerbach had a 2 RBI day as well for Sacramento. Tacoma beat Salt Lake 2-1. Winning pitcher for the Rainiers was Josh Fleming. He's 5-1. Drew Pomeranz is 17th save. The loss to Samuel Aldegardi. He's 2-4. Christian Moore had the only home run for the Bees. Nelson Corotz and Tyler Locklear had the RBIs for the Rainiers in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers held off the New York Yankees in a rematch of the World Series from last year, 6-5. Blake Snell got the win at 7-0. Garrett Cole, the loss, he falls to 4-6. Former Dodger Cody Bellinger had an RBI against his former club. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Trent Grisham had RBIs as well for the Yankees. Garrett Cole went 5 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Ai-Sun Kim hit a grand slam for the Dodgers. Michael Conforto and Shohei Ohtani also homered for the Dodgers. Or Kim actually had a 3-run homer, excuse me. Snell went 7 innings, 1 run that was unearned on 5 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Tanner Scott picked up his 20th save. Dodgers take the first game of 3 against the Yankees. They continue their series tomorrow afternoon at 4:15 Central Time. Tyler Glasnow will pitch for the Dodgers. Luis Gil will pitch for the Yankees at Dodger Stadium. Around the Dodgers minor league system, Double-A Tulsa fell to Wichita 4-1, the ballpark I was just at earlier this month. Andrew Morris got the win, improves to 2-3. Justin Jarvis, the loss, he's 3-4. RBI for Zyper Hope for the Drillers was the only thing positive, as Jarvis went 4 2/3, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Aaron Sabato, Walker Jenkins, and Alan Sarita had the RBIs for the Wind Surge. Anthony Meskowicz, his 16th save on the year. They will continue that series tomorrow night at 6:05. And then wrap it up before the Drillers head home to host the Amarillo Sudpoodles. So the Comets, after snapping a 3-game losing streak, we'll see if they'll get something going tomorrow. River Ryan, as I mentioned earlier, he'll make his second start with OKC. With Oklahoma City, he's 1-0 with a 1.38 earned run average. JT Ginn will start for the Aviators. He's 3-3 with a 3.02 earned run average, another 905 start. So we will have Los Angeles Dodgers starting first, and then we will have your Comets baseball, and we'll tell you what happened at Dodger Stadium tomorrow. Live coverage will begin at 8:50 with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. Comets snapped their 3-game losing streak and win 8-3. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Comets. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Aviators. Winning pitcher was Gavin Stone. He's 5-1. The loss to Jacob Lopez. He's 4-2. Comets snap a 3-game losing streak. They are 34-21. Las Vegas had their wonderful winning streak of 4 wins come to an end. They fall to 28-27. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber back on assignment and in our 1340 studios, I'm D. DeVoe saying good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from Las Vegas. Thanks for staying up late with us. We'll do it again tomorrow on OKC Comets Baseball presented by H&H Shooting Sports.